All right. What's up, Natural Charm? How you doing? Man. So what's up with my last Instagram pic? Okay, first of all, y'all can kiss my black ass. Y'all are saying that I look like a broke 90s R&B singer. Fuck all of you. They said I look like a moist version of Drew Hill. That's kind of redundant. You dig? There's a picture I posted with my baby girl when she was a child. I was much slimmer. They're like, you had your lips perched out. No, I didn't. I just had big fucking lips and I was skinnier back then. And I had to grow into these lips. My lips are the same size. I wasn't perching my lips. Y'all motherfuckers got some jokes on you. Yeah, but it was one of those 90s pics. You know. What the fuck is at my front door? Okay. But yeah, y'all had your goddamn jokes. I want to see some of y'all pictures from the 90s. It was, thank you, Cheyenne. It was a cute picture. You know, like some of your niggas hating, some of y'all ladies tried to be slick like a nigga wasn't fucking you in some FUBU jeans wearing some Egyptian musk with a damn page around his waist. Right? Let's not act like you weren't wayward in the 90s, ladies. Like you weren't sliding your little biker shorts to the side and letting the nigga run up in there. Grabbing on your Poetic Justice dookie braids and hitting it from the back. Let's stop. You know how y'all asses were back in the day. Alright? Let's not play games. Let's act like you didn't go down to Freaknik and spread that pussy a little bit. Don't act like you didn't do something strange for a little piece of change. You dig? Niggas, don't act like you didn't have some Hawaiian silky around your little edges to give it a little shine back in the 90s. Oh, don't stop. Don't start with the games, niggas. Niggas want to act holier than thou like y'all didn't have those 90s fashions. You dig? Like you didn't have on some baggy overalls looking like damn a member of Arrested Development out there campaigning for some pussy, nigga. You dig? Put the pick ain't too much, Charm. Shit, that's how we rolled in the 90s. I had a little S-curl. I slim. I had my wife beater tucked in the jeans. You dig? Y'all thought it was sexy back then. Don't act like y'all didn't think that shit was sexy. That's why I had a baby. Y'all was giving me that pussy. And other niggas who look like me. Yes, you did. Y'all thought that shit was sexy. The fuck y'all didn't, nigga. Drew Hill didn't go platinum for nothing. Somebody bought them damn albums and y'all women did, goddammit. Yeah. Come on, let's not, y'all ain't gonna clown my fucking 90s fashion. Fuck that. I want to see some of y'all 90s pictures. Niggas. I want to see some of y'all pictures from the 90s. Some of y'all niggas in here had braids and baby hair like a broke ass fucking B2K. Not even B2K. Goddamn immature. Y'all was before that. Come on now. Ladies. Let's act like you didn't have on a polka dot shirt, some white biker shorts, and some little bitty ugly ass kitten heels popping your little old narrow ass somewhere. Let's stop playing games. Who's that in my damn house? I'm hearing voices. Oh, man. Man. Who is that?
No.
What's up, baby girl?
I ain't got no money, son. You need the money in my card.
How much?
It's 40.
Oh. Come here. Say hello to everybody. Look at my damn daughter going out the house. Look at this. Look at this damn outfit. What's with the makeup? You got blended in or something?
Bye,
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of goddamn stomach out.
Thank you.
You supposed to go on ice skating?
Yeah.
Go in there and put on one of my coats. What you doing? Wonder what talking about she going ice skating, stomach all out. Man. So did I have a fanny pack? Oh, man. Man, man, man. Anywho. Oh, that was sometime in the late 90s I was rocking my shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yes, they said she's going ice skating somewhere. I don't know. They got ice skating somewhere around here. I don't know where it is. Race out like a deliberate gang member. Man. Man, man. What? How did it? Oh, man, there's a lot of stuff going on, family. Lot of stuff going on. Lot of stuff happening. I would like the phone lines up. You know, the phone lines, I still think they're acting a little janky. Let me try. I don't know if Skype fixed their little glitch where you can't silence the rings. Let me give it a try. Let me give it a try. Hold on. Let me give it a damn try. But yeah, y'all ladies, what perfume were the ladies rocking in the 90s? I know we were rocking shit like, you know, Dracar. What were y'all rocking? What were the ladies rocking in the 80s? I mean, the 90s. The 90s, I'm sorry. What perfume? I'm trying to remember the perfumes for the ladies in the 90s. Was it Calvin Klein? Hold on. Come on, Skype. Come on, Skype. What the fuck is Skype doing? Okay, hold on. What we all in? Liz Claiborne, okay. Victoria's Secret, J-Lo Glow, Gloria Vanderbilt. All right, so let me test this phone line out. I'm going to need somebody to call me so I can test the line out. All right. Call me 818-850-5404. That is the number. Let's see what it does. 818-850-5404. What's up, Ola? Everybody say what's up to Ola. Everybody say what's up to Ola. All right, y'all try calling me. 818-850-5404. Let's see what pops off here. Y'all taking a minute to call me. All right. I'm going to call my damn self? Okay. Hell no. This shit is not silent. That shit is not silent at all. Yeah, they still haven't fixed that joint, man. Okay. They still have not fixed that. So I can't really do the call thing until they fix that. I'm going to see if I can download an older version of Skype. I won't be able to use the phone lines, man. Skype really fucked up. They upgraded their system and they just fucked up, man. Majorly. And that's a glitch. You can't silence the phones no more. And the thing where you're supposed to do it, it just simply doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So, all right, y'all talking about Boyce Watkins. What did Boyce do? Shout out to Boyce Watkins. What did Boyce do? What did Boyce do? I know it's very loud. Hoop, jupe, whatever. I remember that. But that was for dudes, though. All right, what did Boyce do? What's up, Love You First? Y'all come on in the room. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm sitting low in my seat. Let me get my shit together. Hold on. Okay. All right, a little bit better. A little bit better. All right. So what is y'all talking about? Say Boyce made a video shitting on Umar. What did Boyce say? Go shit on Umar when he down. Boyce made a video about Umar. Okay. And the thing is, a lot of folks ask me about what's going on with Umar, and I'm not really, I ain't about to go into it because that's something that he's dealing with. And when somebody's going through some shit, dog pile on. I don't believe in doing no shit like that. But hopefully he gets through all the bullshit that he's going through. From what I understand, there's some kind of hearing over his license, his psychology license, or it's something like that. I don't know all the details. That's why I don't want to speak too much on it. I don't like to speak on shit, and I don't know all the details. But they're going after his credentials, something like that, and. That's some sucker shit for folks to try to go after his credentials. That's something else. Now, what people are saying, questioning what's going on with the donations to the school. Now, if you donated money, you want to know where the paper is going. That's a legit, gripe to have. You want to know where your paper went. I get that, but all this going after motherfuckers' license, that ain't got nothing to do with the school. And I guess, and I'm assuming most of the people doing that didn't donate to the school anyway. That ain't got shit to do with the damn school. That's just the most sucker ass motherfuckers just hating to be hating. And my thing is, if you can do all that for another black person, you going after their license, do that for the fucking white supremacists too. God damn, nigga. Black folks, we know how to organize against some other damn black folks. We organize like a motherfucker when it comes to doing something to somebody else black. All right? I'm not saying hey or nay, right or wrong or whatever. You dig? I ain't got no dog in this fight. I'm not defending anybody. Let's be very clear. I'm neutral as shit. I'm neutral. I'm just saying I'm neutral. I ain't got nothing to say about it because it's not my business and I don't know all the details. Again, like I said, my position, if you put some money on something and you want to know where the money is, that's a legitimate thing because I put together projects and people want to know where the money is, I'll let them know. And I'm assuming he's letting them know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with the school. You dig? I say charge that shit to the game, folks. Just charge it to the game. Don't even trip on it. You dig? But as far as organizing little things where you're going after the psychology board, and that's something else. That's something else. That's something else. You dig? That's something else. And I want to see black folks with that same organizational skill. Yeah, I'm out of it. And my thing is this also. People, please leave my name out of it. Please. I'm trying. The problem is whenever people go after Umar for some reason, they always throw my name in the fucking mix. And a lot of these little bullshit ass media organizations, these white daddy ass kissing, they love to use throwing him under the bus as an opportunity to just throw my name in the mix inadvertently, where I have nothing to do with the shit. Even on Twitter and all that, it's like Umar and Tariq. That type of shit. It's on some, fuck Umar and fuck Tariq. Yeah, Umar and Tariq be doing this shit. I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Yeah, we need to get Umar and Tariq. Since we get Umar, let's get Tariq out here too. Let's get rid of that nigga. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Yeah, that's shea butter bullshit. Most of it is shea butter, moist niggas. You dig? I'll leave my name out the mix. You dig? Man. You dig? But again, just leave my name out the mix. If you're gonna go after that, and y'all know how to organize enough to go after people's licenses and all that stuff, if y'all doing that, I mean, y'all need to organize and hit some of these damn police unions, get some of these other people out of their positions. Do the same thing for some of these other folks in the white supremacist society. Do the same shit. That's my thing. That's my position on that. You dig? You dig? There was a fat black nigga on Twitter was talking about hacking my account. What's his screen name? What's his screen name? Come on, name these niggas. You dig? Because, see, I like to name these folks and expose them. That's why y'all got to listen. I be exposing these white supremacists left and right. There was a conference called Turning Point USA. They had like a student action committee where they were basically, and this is very important. Y'all got to understand these white supremacist groups. You watch out for these names, because what these white supremacist groups are doing, they're trying to legitimize themselves, and they have these very professional sounding names. And see, black folks, we look for white supremacy. We look for the motherfucker with no tooth, wearing a Confederate shirt with the name Aryan or Nazi or even alt-right at this point. But now the alt-right, that word has become negative. So a lot of the white supremacists are trying to distance themselves from the alt-right. All right? So, and a lot of them are getting thrown off Twitter, which is good, because a lot of these white supremacist Nazis, they are being tied to so many murders and terror attacks. The past few weeks alone, do y'all know how many neo-Nazis have killed people? I'm talking about in the past, like couple of weeks. In Mexico, goddamn neo-Nazi killed 2 people at a school. And he was on all of those 4chan websites and the Daily Stormer and all that shit. And most of these people are on the same sites. You dig? Hold on. This week, these in Virginia, these parents, their daughters, she's 16, I think her boyfriend was like 17. The daughter was dating a neo-Nazi. And they were telling her, hey, you don't date no fucking Nazi. They were trying to get the daughter to break up with the Nazi. They were trying to get the daughter to break up with the Nazi. He went over there and killed the fucking parents. These are white people. He went over there and off their ass. He's 17 now. Peep this. Now, he's 17 years old. And I want to read some of the articles about this dude. Hold on one second. Look at the language that they use. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on one second. I mean, and not only that, there was another black dude who was married to a white woman. Her son, which was by a white man, he's like 19. He killed the stepdad. He killed the black man who was the stepdad because the dad wanted him to do chores. He killed him and then put the shit on Snapchat. This was in Texas, I think. These white identity extremists are going out of their damn mind. Hold on. This is on Newsweek. This is Newsweek. Where's the Newsweek article? Hold on. It's on Newsweek. Now, where's Newsweek? Hold on. Now, Newsweek. Okay, here it is. Now, Newsweek. This article. This is the kid who killed his girlfriend's parents. Now, this is on several media outlets. But look at how Newsweek is reporting the story. Look at the words they use. Now, understand, when Trayvon Martin was murdered by George Zimmerman, they always referred to him black teen, African American teen. Some media reports refer to him as a man, but it was always a teenager. This teen, black teen, teen. They adultified him. All right? This article on Newsweek, hold on. On Newsweek, it says, teenage girl's outspoken boyfriend allegedly killed his girlfriend's parents after they ordered the daughter to break up with the boy because they thought he was a white supremacist. The 17-year-old boy allegedly killed Buckley Kuhn Frickner, that's the parent's name, and her husband, Scott. The boyfriend was not named because he's a juvenile. Frickner's daughter and the boy started dating, and it grew into a passionate relationship. At one point, Frickner's daughter told her that the boy was good at it. I mean, the whole fucking article is boy. He's a boy. The word boy is used about 5 or 6 fucking times, if not more, in this article. But the boy continued. The boy. It's not more than 5. I mean, it's about 10 times they keep using the word boy. I mean, they're using it and they're going in. I'm noticing it. I'm like, were they really going out of their way to use the word boy? That stood out to me. I'm like, they've used the word boy over and over again to infantilize the boy, to make him an infant, to make him a baby. Just like when I just told you the story of that white identity extremist who killed his black stepfather. I put the picture on not Instagram, but on Twitter. He's a big old tall white boy. Big old bucket-fed tall white boy. He's taller than the black stepdad. But a lot of media outlets were showing him as a child, making it seem like the child was on some self-defense shit against the black dad. That's how they're trying to make it. You got to watch. These media outlets are real slick with the subliminals, man. They're real slick with the subliminals. And the words they use, they never use the term boy for Trayvon Martin. You go look through Newsweek's archives. They never, ever use the term boy for Trayvon Martin. In this one article, they used it about 7 or 8 fucking times. This boy, he's a fucking neo-Nazi damn man who's a killer. You dig? They're real slick with the words, man. Man. Where's that? You know what? Zimbabwe. I got to talk about the motherland for 1 minute. Nigga, I put this on my Instagram I would play it here, but nah. On my Instagram, you know, over in Zimbabwe, they gave the white farmers, the former Rhodesians, whose families stole the land and then passed the stolen land down to their offspring. So the new president of Zimbabwe, they've given the land back to the stolen land back to the white farmers. The white farmers are showing back up. The white supremacist farmers are showing back up. And these Negroes are buck dancing, jumping for joy. They're acting like Jesus showed up. They're acting like Jesus showed up. They're singing. They're almost in tears at the sight of white daddy. Now, some people might say, well, they're happy because the white people are back and you know, they're going to release the economic stranglehold they've had on Zimbabwe. And there's going to be jobs and more resources coming in. And I say to you, that's a crock of bullshit. I've been to Africa. I've been close to Zimbabwe, and I'm going to Zimbabwe pretty soon. There's an organization trying to bring me out there. But I've been to South Africa. The thing is, even when white mommy and white daddy is there bringing in resources, They're not sharing those resources with the Africans. Don't let them tell that dumbass lie. They're not sharing the resources with you over there. And you know it. I don't want to hear that stupid ass argument about, well, yeah, the white people are bringing in resources and jobs. For them, yeah. The Asians are bringing in jobs. For them, yeah. And you still up there praising them and buck dancing and bucking your eyes. The resources are not for you. They're not buck dancing because they gonna get a damn job. I've been to South Africa. You got black folks living in shanty towns over there, pissing in gutters. Zero resources. But the fact that you get to look across the street at white mommy and white daddy, that's good enough. You don't mind being poor just as long as you can look over at white mommy and white daddy and they can flick a little crumb across the street every blue moon. So instead of having a crumb when white daddy comes, you'll have 2 crumbs. Miss me with all that. They about to bring in all these resources. No, they'll create all types of grand infrastructures and wall them off and put barbed wire around the fucking building so that the natives can't get in while you're living in a shanty town, pissing and bathing in a bucket. And you jumping up and down doing the fucking tribal dance because white daddy showed up because he's going to flick you a crumb from over the barbed wire wall. That's what it is. Let's stop playing games and lying. That's what it is over there, man. They ain't about to bring in nothing for you. They're not bringing in nothing for the natives. Nothing. They're not bringing in nothing for you, and you know they're not. But you just like, if you're going to be oppressed, you like to be oppressed by white daddy. You like to be oppressed by white daddy. That's all it is. Well, Mugabe, he taking on the money. Mugabe this, well, shit, white daddy's doing the same shit. I don't want to hear all that what Mugabe did. They do the same shit in South Africa. In South Africa, all the money and the resources go to white corporations and black folks are in shanty towns all over South Africa and they're embarrassed to talk about it over here. I've been all over the place. I was over there looking for a middle class black community or a wealthy black community. Couldn't find it. Everybody was all pushed into townships, living in squalor, and you know it. You might have had 1 or 2 black folks somewhere that were elevated up, but there were no communities of black folks doing real fly shit, controlling anything, or having nice areas or neighborhoods. It just wasn't there. Let's be real. You love oppression as long as it's white daddy. I get to look at white daddy. And if I get to dance, see the thing is, black folks, we love a plantation. We love a plantation. We love white mommy and white daddy making shit pretty so we can look at. We don't get to get it and we don't get to pass it down, but we get to look at the pretty buildings. And every blue moon, again, they can flick us some of their garbage. They can flick us their garbage. Because under Mugabe or whatever, we're going to have to really work and get out here and get on code and work and build some shit. You dig? And it's not just Zimbabwe. Let's go to Nigeria, because there's a lot of coonery coming out of Nigeria. Let's be 100. I've talked about that show. Look, they got a show out there. Did Michael Bird gravesite? I haven't heard about that. But in Nigeria, and look, my man Ola, his family's Nigerian. That's my nigga. I'm telling you, Nigerians, and my other partner Mike, my nigga, he rolls on tour with us. Nigerian, good folks. They're good folks coming out of Nigeria, but you either get people who's very thorough, who's about empowerment, or you get bedwenches and coons. The problem is, because we got a bedwenches and coons out here, we call our bedwenches and coons out. Unfortunately, there's not a calling out system of the bedwenches and coons in Nigeria, in Zimbabwe, and all these other areas. They've normalized that shit. See, brothers be on this shit. We need to go to the motherland. Nigga. This is what you're going to in the motherland. Let's just be fucking real. Let's just stop playing games. This is what you're going to go to in the motherland. Right here. This is what you're going to.
That I'm married to white guys, most of them are trashy.
Did I hear Linda say all of us are trashy? Come on. If you're educated, you should share up and get yourself home.
People say that Oyibo wives are all gold diggers, they're all trashy and prostitutes. I am married for 10 years now. I've never ventured out there to meet with another man.
Only thing that you have in your life is your husband, no job.
Wait, the job.
How dare this trash talk about my personal life?
Like someone that's telling somebody a trash. You don't go to school.
Trying to be nice in this table.
I believe it's on this table, not in this table.
Here's my husband.
Philippe Le Porcher.
He was supposed to be my French teacher. Somehow it ended in the bedroom.
What did you just say? I just got your garbage dump.
I'm gonna excuse myself right now before I break bones.
Girls that are married to white guys, most of them are trashy.
Did I hear Linda say all of us are trashy? Come on. If you're educated, you should share up and get yourself home.
People say that Oyibo wives are all gold diggers, they're all trashy and prostitutes. I am married for 10 years now. I've never ventured out there to meet with another man.
Only thing that you have in your life is your husband, no job.
Wait, the job.
How dare this trash talk about my personal life?
Like someone that's telling somebody a trash. You don't go to school.
Trying to be nice in this table.
I believe it's on this table, not in this table.
Here's my husband.
Philippe Le Porcher.
He was supposed to be my French teacher. Somehow it ended in the bedroom.
What did you just say? I just got your garbage dump.
I'm gonna excuse myself right now before I break bones.
Girls that are married to white guys, most of them are trashy.
Did I hear Linda say all of us are trashy? Come on. If you're educated, you should share up and get yourself home.
People say that Oyibo wives are all gold diggers, they're all trashy and prostitutes. I am married for 10 years now. I've never ventured out there to meet with another man.
Only thing that you have in your life is your husband, no job.
Wait, the job.
How dare this trash talk about my personal life?
Like someone that's telling somebody a trash. You don't go to school.
Trying to be nice in this table.
I believe it's on this table, not in this table.
Here's my husband.
Philippe Le Porcher.
He was supposed to be my French teacher. Somehow it ended in the bedroom.
What did you just say? I just got your garbage dump.
I'm gonna excuse myself right now before I break bones.
Girls that are married to white guys, most of them are trashy.
Did I hear Linda say all of us are trashy? Come on. If you're educated, you should share up and get yourself home.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I thought I had it back on. My bad. The shit was still playing. My bad. It was playing long for a little bit. Hold on. All right. I thought I turned it off. I was talking and the shit was still playing. So my bad. But yeah, the skin bleach over there, the shit is crazy. They've been colonized mentally. You dig? Oh yeah, you can tell they're clearly bleaching, and that's a big thing. They be all light around here, and them black goddamn hands and arms and feet. You dig? Man. But that's what's happening in the motherland right now, man. That's what's happening in the motherland. You dig? The bedwenching is on a whole new level. And the coonery too. There's a lot of coons out there. Man. So we're going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. And most of the heavy lifting is going to have to be by Black American men. Black American men are really going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And I'm not saying that to exclude anybody, but the people who have been 100% consistent in challenging white supremacy has been Black American men. Because we have been really the direct target. We've always been reminded that we are in a system of white supremacy and that we are dominated. Black American men, more than any group on the planet, I want you to feel me, and I'm not trying to do the gender thing. Because what happens is, the gender thing gets a lot of sisters, usually mammies and bedwenches, thinking that they're on some other kind of plateau when we're all in the same boat. And as a matter of fact, all of us are in the same boat, but Black American men as a collective, we're the only ones who know this. We're the only ones on the planet collectively who pretty much know that we're in a complete system of domination because we are the number one target. So we know because we have direct access and proximity to the major white supremacists. So we're reminded constantly. So we know we're under attack because we feel that we're under attack nonstop. So we understand it more than anybody. Trust me. Because we're the biggest targets. And not just that. I mean, the people are targeted globally. But there's a very overstated contempt for the Black American man by the white supremacist. The problem with other groups, especially in Africa, they're in the same boat. Africa is completely dominated by the white supremacist. But the thing is, the fact that the white supremacists are not there on a daily basis and you don't see them every day, you think, okay, well, my shit is fucked up because that's just the way we are. We just don't know how to work hard. A lot of people in Africa, they don't understand how their economy is devastated by the white supremacists who are living in other places because the white supremacists control their economy there. The white supremacists will release all types of diseases there. So they think, okay, it's nature that has harmed them. They don't even believe that there's a complete system there manipulating the economy, manipulating the ecology. They don't even get that. So after the white supremacists manipulate the economy in Africa, they manipulate the ecology. That's where all those damn diseases are popping up. They put them there. They think, okay, we control our language and we've been doing the same tribal dance for 500 years. So we ain't like those Akata niggas over there. We ain't no slaves. But the minute white mommy and white daddy show up, you start doing your fucking tribal dance, bucking your eyes like every other coon. Because on a subconscious level, you know that you're dominated, and when white mommy and white daddy comes, that they're Jesus and God to you. And the same white mommy and white daddy who decimated your economy and your ecology, they go over there and you're treating them like your savior. So they run that game. They got a complete racket going on, and African people ain't figured that shit out yet. Mugabe tried to put you up on game, but y'all like, fuck that nigga. I want white mommy and white daddy. Every time a black person over there tries to tell you, Patrice Mumba, anytime a black person tries to tell you what's up, y'all let the white supremacists assist them with getting rid of the brothers. The Olas are rare. Ola has that Patrice Lumumba spirit. I had a little tie tongue there. See, you do get some African brothers and sisters over there who do have that spirit. Understand, you get those African brothers who got a certain spirit of fighting and challenging the imperialists. You do have that. And the white supremacists over there know that. And that's why they try to graft it out of them at a very early age. So they keep sending those Sally Struther types over there. They love sending white people over there to Africa, building little cottages, coming over there with water. They love doing that. And the problem is when African people see a white person, the white person is very nice. You don't understand, some of the biggest white supremacists come with smiles. We ain't figured that shit out yet. They come with a smile. Black folks think, okay, you think Cecil Rose is just gonna come back over there beating up people and all that. No. They're coming over there. Hi, Nduge. I heard you had malaria. I heard you had Ebola. I got some stuff that'll help you with your Ebola. You dig? I heard that you're an orphan because of a war that we helped create. I mean, that those other niggas over there did. Your tribal enemies that we funded. I mean, I heard you're in a little war and you became an orphan. I'll be your father. I'll be your dad. Oh, white mommy is so good to me. You think white mommy and white daddy, you think that they're great because they done showed up after they done fucked your damn country up. They come over there with smiles and gifts after they fucked your country up. You dig? Donald Trump just said, yeah, all Nigerians live in huts. Donald Trump just said that. They still got that fucked up vibe and vitriol for African people as a whole. I mean, when I went over there to South Africa. Even in South Africa, I had my wife Peanut with me. You know, Peanut is a light-skinned gal, a little mulatto gal. And I'm over there I gave some money to an orphanage. And the kids ignored me. I'm up here writing a check for the orphanage. They all huddled up under Peanut. They think light equals resources to them. That's how your mind is colonized. When I was over there, me and Peanut, they saw Peanut. We love you. They were all hugged up on Peanut. Oh, shit. They were doing the tribal dance for Peanut. The whole shit. And I'm up here writing the check. They thought I was writing the check for her or something. They're like, hey, Peanut, can you tell your nigga to write me a check? They ran past the check. They thought I was her worker or something. Peanut, Mama Peanut, you they mama. If you white, you look white or you light skinned or you got some money. Mama Peanut, can you tell that nigga to write a check? I want to get some G-Unit checks. You know, their little fashion is a little bit off. Tell him, Mama Peanut, I want to get some Jordans. Write a check for some Jordans. Oh my God, damn. Hey, Mama Peanut, hold on. I'm writing this. It's Papa Tariq writing the damn check. Mama Peanut, tell him to write a check to get some Burger King. Like, God damn. Man. They wanted Mama Peanut I'm the little Negro worker. I saw something. There was one of those ladies. Some lady over in one of them African countries, a white lady married to the damn president. The president is black. And it's a white lady. What country was that? And boy, that white lady got off the plane. Boy, the little African eyes were bucking so much. that woman was walking around and they treating her like Jesus. I'm telling you, dudes, when an African person see a light-skinned person or a white person, oh, nigga, you ain't. It turns into a bunch of Jesse Lee Petersons with kente cloths. That's what you see. Mama Peanut, what about black on black crime? Oh, they turn into little Fox News coons. God damn. Oh, Lord. My God. They start showing out, man. Oh, man. But speaking of coons, tell Mama Peanut that a nigga needs to go to Trader Joe's, I know. Man. The only black person that, they did a little buck dancing for was Oprah. When Oprah went over there with that school, they knew who Oprah ass was. Then they start, they buck danced. They knew Oprah had the cheddar. Mama Oprah, ooh, your hug is like a mother's touch. I love you, Oprah Winfrey. Where's Stedman? Where's Papa Stedman, Mother Oprah? They hugging all on Stedman. We love you, Papa Stedman. Umbie. Oh, they start singing Makuna Matata when they saw Papa Stedman. Shit. Man. Oh, they showed out when they saw Mama Oprah. Oprah came with that money. They were like, well, bring me your dog. I will braid your dog's hair. They put braids in the dog hair. The dog had a little kente. The dog had Bantu knots. They put Bantu knots in Oprah's dog's hair. We're going to make the dog look beautiful, Mama Oprah. Let me hold something. How your dog got Bantu knots? God damn. Man. But, but yeah, I got to go over there, man. I'm talking to some brothers and sisters over in Zimbabwe, man. And I got to get on over there. And really see what's happening. Man. But where are my Memphis people? Where are all my Memphis people? Where are my Memphis people? If you're in Memphis, press 2. Let me talk to my Memphis people. Where are my Memphis folks? Gotta talk to my Memphis folks. Shout out to Memphis. Gotta show some love to Memphis. If you're in Memphis, press 2. If you're in Memphis, press 2. And I got a lot of folks from Memphis who listen to the show. Who is this? Okay, it's my daughter begging. Want me to put some money on her damn account. Lord, my begging ass daughter. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because my daughter knows that I'm live on the air. Don't be emailing this bullshit. Hold on. Y'all, bear with me 1 second. All right. All my Memphis folks. Where are my Memphis people? Okay, we ain't got nobody in Memphis in here. Where are my Memphis people? Deshaun, you from Memphis? But check it. In Memphis, check this out. You know, they got those Confederate statues all over the place, and the people have been doing protests about Confederate statues and all that. And in Memphis, you know, the Ku Klux Klan was started in Memphis. Do y'all know that? Let's talk a little history right now. The Ku Klux Klan was started in Memphis. The Klan, I love Memphis too. Now, Memphis is a very significant city as far as when it comes to black people. You know, it's a city that the Klan was founded in. A lot of civil rights struggles. Dr. King was killed there. That's very significant to white supremacists. Understand that. The fact that Dr. King was killed in Memphis, that's very special to white supremacists. I'm going to get on that Wendy C. Thomas bedwench mammy in a minute. But what's a peculiar king? So in Memphis, they got a statue of Nathan Bedford Forrest. Nathan Bedford Forrest, Confederate soldier, and he's also the founder of the Klan. God damn. He's the founder of the Klan. All right? Now, they were trying to get the statue taken out, this forest. Not the forest, but taken out the park, out of the park. And, you know, there have been protests and all that stuff, but, you know, protests by themselves don't mean shit. And I've always said this, protests by themselves don't mean shit. So some brothers, it was a brother, black dude, he was a lawyer, a couple other brothers, and other people too, but it was some brothers who spearheaded this thing. He created a nonprofit, did the paperwork, did the research, organized the money. They bought the park that had the statues of Nathan Forrest and I think, was it Jefferson Davis? It was another one of those Confederate soldiers. There was a couple of parks there. So these brothers got the money, they organized, got the money, raised the money, made some deals. They got with other politicians and they really finessed this thing. Got the price down to like $1,000 per park. Used the nonprofit to purchase the park. They bought the damn land and then they had the thing removed off their land. Gangsta fucking move. That was some gangster shit. And these are the brothers, they did a press conference, and these are the brothers and some of the other people. Check this out.
This is Janique Bird, and this is attorney Andrew DeShazo. And they are board members for Memphis Green Space. Today I stand before you, a lawyer, a Memphian, a husband, a father, and a son, having celebrated yesterday the 73rd birthday of my father in a park where he was intimidated to walk and would dare not sit down. A man who was the valedictorian of Leicester High School and in the 3rd integrated class of the University of Memphis. I'm a lawyer and a servant of the people who saw a problem, used my skills and passion, and a drive to deliver a solution. I presented this solution to Bruce McMullen, the city attorney for the city of Memphis, and he has consistently been an advocate for the removal of these statues legally. So that's why we had to really work with the city attorney's office for the city of Memphis. The city was extremely receptive, and I stand before you humbled by the progress we have made, that I can use my experience as a lawyer, my love for my city, and my commitment to my constituents to help liberate this park from the barriers that prevented it from truly being for the public. We found a solution to remove a barrier to entry to these parks so that activation of the parks could begin. And this is only the beginning. There are other parks that need to be liberated from mediocrity and returned to the people as a unifying asset. Anonymous private donors have come forward and contributed funds necessary to ensure that the statues can be properly removed and we can operate the parks at a current level. It is a momentous occasion for Memphis, but in the shadow of MLK 50, the question on our minds is, where do we go from here? This is Janique Bird.
Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all some of the people involved, and that was the brother who kind of masterminded the thing, man. So what they did, gangster move. These brothers, and I'm giving them props because the thing is, a lot of brothers put in work and they don't get the props that they're supposed to get. So this brother masterminded this thing. He's a lawyer, looked at the paperwork and organized it, so they ended up buying the park. And they got the thing removed. Real cool, real savvy, boss move. And I posted on social media, I said, shout out to these black men who purchased this park and had the statues removed. And a lot of folks retweeted my post. I posted it on Facebook. A lot of people retweeted it. The white supremacists are pissed. The white supremacists are pissed. Do you know some goddamn shea butter, white ass looking feminist, pretend feminist, hopped on my damn timeline. One, she's a journalist out there in Memphis, Wendy Thomas, whatever, I think that's her name. She's hopping all on the timeline, mad. Hold up. I'm gonna read exactly what she said, because I don't want to misquote nothing. I don't want to misrepresent nothing. I'm gonna read this bullshit, and this is where the bullshit comes in. And they've been doing this shit for the longest. Though it's not a symbolic victory. This is not a symbolic victory because they own something tangible. They own the land. This is what the white supremacists are upset about. The white supremacists are very upset because they got the land at such a cheap rate. They finessed the shit out of it. They got it at a cheap rate. And the value of the land is going to go up so they could resell the land later on down the line. The white supremacists are pissed at this. And I'm going to get on that in a minute. Hold on. No. Wait. So this is, hold on. This shea butter ass feminist hopped on my timeline mad as hell talking about, hold on. This was a grassroots movement led by women of color. Tammy Sawyer. Shout out to Tammy Sawyer. Tammy Sawyer she was out there protesting early on. Shout out to her. Nobody's taking anything away from Tammy Sawyer. Tammy Sawyer follows me. Shout out to you and I salute you, sister. In May, resurrected the decades-old fight to take down the monuments. They led protests several times, including one where the police arrested 7 people. It pains me to see folks, especially black folks, erase women of color's labor, their unpaid labor. Patriarchy is real. So she's trying to turn this into a goddamn gender argument. They're trying to turn this shit into a gender damn argument. You're trying to erase women of color with that bullshit. Whenever they start saying women of color, that's that bed wench, mammy, shea butter, pretend feminist, I ain't really black, I'm a woman of color, I got camaraderie with all these other women. That's bullshit. That's them buck dancing and bed wenching. And I found pictures of this woman all hugged up on white daddy. Every white man she sees, she's hugged up on him. So she's one of them. And they say they can't stay on code. And understand this. Because I said all the protesting and marching and begging don't do anything. Brothers putting some money in the game, that's really what's doing it. And they want to argue me down. No, protesting work. We out there protesting. We out there getting arrested. Protest. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say it now. Protesting alone does not and has not ever done shit. Let me say it one more time. Protesting alone, just going out there with a sign, marching around in a circle, it does not and it has not done anything. Alone. Just doing that by itself does nothing. If you protest, and I'm not knocking protesting, you have to put some other strategies along with that. I'm going to say it again. Going anywhere with a damn sign, marching around in a circle, and not doing anything else, never, ever, ever, ever gets shit done. Nobody gives a fuck about you running around in a circle with a sign. Even in the 1960s, that didn't change shit. The Montgomery bus boycott, when people were walking around with the signs, that brought media attention. But what really got the shit effective, what made everything work, was the economic impact that it had on the city. People were withholding their money. People were doing things behind the scenes. They were diverting their money. They were fucking up the economy. They were messing with people's money. That's the thing that got people to do stuff. Even with the Black Panthers and all that stuff, what made the Black Panthers a threat wasn't the protesting and the marching and all that stuff. That's not the thing that made them a threat. People marching for justice, no. What made it a threat was that the Black Panthers were getting money and they were using that money for the community, doing the free breakfast program. When they were doing that and building an economy within, that became dangerous. That's when the shit became real. Because they started diverting resources back into the community. Free lunch programs right now come from the Black Panthers. Do you know that? Free lunch programs that you get in school, they got that from the Black Panthers. Because when white society saw that, these brothers doing that, what brother? He thinks, my son thinks I'm upset. He thinks I'm upset? What's wrong? Come here.
Yes.
Because I'm talking loud. What's up? Look at we took his hair out. Look at that little baby fro. Look at yourself. What's up, Mateo? This is Mateo. This is my littlest one. What's up, Mateo? What's up, buddy? Say daddy. Mateo, say daddy. Say daddy. Say daddy. Now you acting shy. Say daddy. Say daddy. Okay, now you act like you want to say that. He's acting shy. He gets shy. Are the boys asleep?
They're gonna go. I just put them in.
You still going to the store?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm waiting till they're done.
Okay. Say daddy. Okay, he ain't gonna say that. All right, but there, go to mommy. You be that. All right. It's that Peanut messing up the rhythm. Yeah, I know. Peanut be fucking up the rhythm. All right, go back down. All right.
All right.
All right. Mateo said I'm not a performer. I feel that. Man. But I was talking about the Panthers, and I was talking about that, how it was money. They don't let you know that it was really the money that people were generating behind the scenes. That was the thing that was moving a lot of things. That was the thing that was getting a lot of stuff done. That was the thing that was getting a lot of stuff done. When they were having an economic impact on certain things. You dig? So protesting alone don't do shit. Protesting alone don't do a goddamn thing. The white supremacists, they love a nigga protesting. They encourage you to protest. But the thing is, these brothers here, what they did, and how protesting worked in the Memphis situation was protesting was used as a distraction. So while people were focused on the folks protesting and people with the signs and people, publicly getting in the media saying, we want the damn statues down, we want the statues down, these brothers were working behind the scenes, getting money together, making deals to acquire the land. So then all of a sudden they popped up and said, okay, we ain't asking no more. We just bought the land and the statue's getting the fuck up out of here tomorrow. The white supremacists are down there flipping the fuck out right now. They're down there flipping out. They're mad as shit because oh man, go to my Facebook page. I mean, they're so mad. They're like, man, they did a sneaky backroom deal. All the white supremacists down there are pissed. So miss me with that gender talk because the white supremacists are not mad at the protesters. The white supremacists are not mad at none of the women who are protesting. Their anger is directly at those brothers who got that deal going. That's where their anger is. That's why we need to watch out and make sure those brothers are cool, make sure the nonprofit is cool, make sure the laws, because they're talking about changing laws down there now. That's the thing. When white supremacists, when you do something they don't like, they change the law on your ass. See, when something happens to us that's fucked up, well, you got to respect the law, Negro. I mean, the law, it's the law. According to the law, we have to do this to you. We have to shit on you. I mean, it's the law. We're a nation of laws. You got to respect the law. When you use those laws, they're like, fuck that. We changing the law tomorrow. They're down there in Tennessee trying to figure out how to change the law, just like with the Black Panthers. Let me go back to the Black Panthers. Out here in California, you could walk around with a gun for decades. You could walk around openly with a gun. When the Black Panthers saw that loophole and saw that and they started doing it, boy, they went to Sacramento and said, oops. Was it the Mulford Act? Something like that. I forgot the specific law, but right when the Black Panthers started doing it, they changed the gun laws out here directly because of the Black Panthers. They changed them laws overnight. Even with OJ, when the OJ trial, when they would use race in trials all the time. They would always bring up race or some type of racial bias or whatever in trials when it would suit the white supremacists. But when Johnny Cochran went up in the courtroom out here in LA and started exposing all the goddamn white supremacists, and the trial backfired, they couldn't railroad OJ. OJ had enough money to get a good lawyer to put the whole LAPD on trial. They're like, whoops, we ain't bringing, race ain't gonna never be a factor in court no more. They changed that overnight. So just like they're in Memphis, they're trying to come up with ways to change the law, but this is the thing. The law benefits them so much, they got to figure out how to change the law without shooting themselves in the foot. Because these white supremacists are saying shit like, man, how did the city sell a public park to the black organization? That seems like it was kind of shady and crooked. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Because Donald Trump did the exact same thing with the Native Americans and their national parks and their national monuments. Donald Trump allowed their shit to be sold to private organizations so they can build oil rigs and all that stuff. And y'all co-signed Trump when Trump did it, when Trump got that land and broke up that land of the Native Americans and said, hey, private companies can build oil rigs and make money off of it, your national parks and your national land. Nigga, that's just the law. Y'all were cool with that. Y'all gonna be cool with this. These brothers finessed the shit out of that. The Dakota Access Pipeline. But they thought they were trying to be slick, trying to reverse Obama shit. Because Obama said, hey, let's not build on their land. He's trying to be diplomatic. And they're like, fuck Obama. No. We're going to take that land. We don't care if it's a national park. We're going to privatize it. And we're going to make money off of it. You dig? And some brothers did the same thing. Wait a minute. That was shady and sneaky. Oh, look at the words they're using. It was a shady, sneaky backroom deal. They didn't tell the public about it. And I said, look, yes, they did. They were protesting. They were telling people that they wanted the statues removed and they were going to do some things to get the statues removed. And that's what they did. So it wasn't sneaky. They used your laws. They used your laws for their own benefit. And the white supremacists don't know what to do. They don't know what to do right now. They want to use I'm white and I say so laws so much. You dig? But the thing is, if you set a precedent for something, it is what it is. Now they can use that in different cases. But they don't know. They're trying to figure out a way to reverse this shit, to see what they can do to prevent it from happening again without shooting themselves in the foot. And I'm giving those brothers props because we need to do deals like that. We need to learn how to finesse shit, do the same kind of deals that they do on the low. While people are making noise over here, we need to be over here on the low handling business with the money. That's what, when all those protests were happening, when I went to Baltimore, even when I went to Ferguson, we had town hall meetings, private town hall meetings. When people are out there protesting and all that in front of the cameras, we're behind closed doors. I had politicians behind closed doors. We're talking, okay, what do we need to do? This is what we need to do. Where are my businesses? Who's running businesses? Where are my business people? What needs to be done? Who's in office? We're talking business. How to use the community resources to kind of make things happen. I'm not trying to be doing the twerk dance in front of the cameras. Fuck all that. You dig? We got to be more strategic. So again, I take my hat off to the brothers who came up with that, and they understood law. And it takes money to get stuff like that organized. It takes money to do behind the scenes stuff and to work with other lawyers. It takes money to get up there with other politicians and kind of work things out. And it takes paper for that. It takes money to get the right lawyers to create the nonprofit. And it takes a lot of money to do a lot of those behind the scenes things. We got to start understanding how we got to make money work. We got to get our resources together and make money do the bidding for us. Use our paper and stop being like, oh, I ain't got no money. No. We out here buying iPhones and Jordans and shoes and all this old shit. Now, we need to understand and get people that we can trust who can go and do the bidding of the community. You dig? But yeah, don't let them fool you with the white supremacists are talking all that backroom deal shit and it's unethical what these brothers did. No, it's not. Trump does it all the time. Nigga, Trump just finessed that whole tax deal. Trump was down there in Mar-a-Lago, and they were talking about this earlier, how Trump gave a toast to everybody talking about, I just made, you guys just became richer. So, I mean, it's just the ethics are thrown completely out the damn window. You dig? Man. So you got to know how to finesse these deals, man. Man. Hold on. Hold on. Let me tell my daughter I'm live. I'll talk to you when you get home. I'm live on the air. All right. Man. But yeah, we got to start organizing like that, black folks. We got to start, if we want to get stuff done. And this is not a symbolic victory. Understand, these brothers own that land. Through the nonprofit, they own that. We got to understand, and we got to start calling these damn bedwenches out with their fuckery. Whenever we get something going, we got these undercover sleeper cell bedwenches out here trying to sabotage it. Understand this. Because we're talking about getting some money together, and I'm giving props to these brothers, and they're talking about we are racing women of color. There's nothing about that is constructive. The only thing that's to divide us, and that's for them to get brownie points from white mommy and white daddy. Understand, a few weeks ago when black people collectively down in Alabama voted Roy Moore out of office. Well, they didn't allow Roy Moore to take office. It was black people, the media, really the white mainstream media, and their bedwench flunkies. They went out of their way to completely erase black men from that. They went on and on with this fake praise to sisters. Oh man, black women, you really did it. Black women, you're the best. You really did it, black women. Black women, oh man, you're just so incredible. That fake condescending praise that they laid on black women. Totally ignoring the brothers. And they did that on purpose. Because the thing is, the white supremacist community, they have contempt for black society. They have more contempt, like I said earlier, for the black American man. Because the black American man, we're the only people that's a direct threat to systematic white supremacy globally, because we know what it is. And we've been the ones who constantly challenged it. When you look at history, black American men, we have been consistent in challenging systematic white supremacy, going back to Denmark Vesey, going back to Nat Turner, going back to Noble Drew Ali, going back to W.E.B. Du Bois, going back to Marcus Garvey, going back to Elijah Muhammad, going back to Malcolm X. I mean, we've been constantly, and their sisters too. We got the Harriet Tubmans and all that. But consistently challenging white supremacy, going directly after it, it's been black American men. That's not to Frederick Douglass. That's not to diminish anybody. But going for the jugular, going directly at systematic white supremacy. Because we can't be co-opted. There's never been a white men's movement that tried to co-opt us like they did black women. A white woman's movement tried to fake co-opt black women. They didn't give a fuck about black women. But they did a fake co-opt of black women. There has never been a movement co-opting black men in large numbers. So we've always been a challenge to that. So there's always been extra contempt and vitriol towards the black American man. So what they will do when they see black men and women getting momentum, they will pull the sisters to the side and give them fake praise, not because they like black women. I want sisters to understand this. These white supremacists giving you fake praise, they can give less than a shit about you, and you know that deep down. But a lot of people will be like, okay, I'll take the fake praise, lie to me. I like a lie. So the fake praise they're giving you is more contempt for us. It's really backhanded contempt for black American men. Because you're so strong, look at you. You went and voted, man, you black women are just amazing. We got to give you all the credit for getting Roy Moore out of there. And that was very deliberate, understand that. And it's basically the same amount of black men down in Alabama. Almost the same amount of black men voted as the same amount of black women. If, let's say, 10 black women walked in a room and 7 black men walked in a room and they went in and voted the same, and somebody turned around and said, hey man, you 10 black women were great. You 10 black women were phenomenal. If it weren't for you 10 black women, man, I don't know what we'd be doing right now. So you're deliberately ignoring the 7 brothers over here. That's exactly what they did in Alabama. They were going out of their way to contemptuously dismiss black men. But notice, we didn't trip on that. We didn't trip on that. Black men, yes, it was like 93% black men. That's a hell of a number. That's damn near the same. And they act like brothers didn't show up at all. If you let them tell it, we didn't show up at all. Damn near the same amount of brothers showed up as sisters, and they act like we didn't show up at all. They went out of their way to dismiss us. And notice, brothers, we didn't trip on that. We did not trip on that. We weren't jumping up talking about, hey man, you got to give us some shine too. No, we just want the job done. Even though it didn't get done like we supposed to, we should have been more strategic as far as that. We should have been a little more strategic down in Alabama because, again, Doug Jones, he's team white supremacy, looks like. Because I heard that his whole cabinet is basically people in the dominant society. They ain't got no black folks. And he's done nothing and not going to do anything for black society. Man. You say black women in my own comment section? Well, this is a free comment section. People can have their thing. they can have that thing. Who is Black Butterfly? Wait, let me look in the chat room. Black men are not denying black women education. Wait. Who we got in here talking crazy? Who is Black Butterfly? It means black men fell for the okie doke of white male patriarchy. We're now treating black women how white males treat. Black Butterfly, you need to call in. Black Butterfly, are you going to call in? Because now it sounds like you're trolling in the chat room. I want you to call in. I want Black Butterfly to call in. Black Butterfly, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you. Are you going to call in? Somebody said Black Butterfly is Cynthia G. Okay. Because Black Butterfly, you sound like you're trolling. And if you can't call in to articulate what you have to say, a lot of people are saying that Black Butterfly is Cynthia G. So Black Butterfly, you going to call up? Because that's what I don't allow. People just kind of trolling bullshit talking points, and you're not interested in calling in? Okay. You said you're not. Okay, well, we're going to ban you. Go ahead and ban Black Butterfly. If you're not interested in calling in, you're not just going to be in the chat room just regurgitating bullshit talking points that you can't really defend. You're just being antagonistic, and you're just wasting time. Okay. But a lot of people are saying that is Cynthia G in the chat room. Trolling. Excuse me. Yeah, you go ahead and ban her. But like I said, brothers weren't really tripping on, hey, give me credit, give me credit. We weren't tripping on that. Let's just get the job done. And the thing is, we got to understand when a lot of these sleeper cell bedwenches are out here talking about systematic racism and non-justice, are they really trying to replace the system with justice, or are they just trying to get a certain position on the plantation? Let me get deep, as our brother Zoe Williams says. A lot of these women who talk against systematic racism, they might talk against non-justice, but I want you to notice something. Whenever we start getting stuff done, and usually a lot of brothers are putting stuff together to get it done, to get solutions for it, getting some points on the board, getting some tangible resources, or getting somebody up out of office. Whenever we start doing that, or whenever we start producing something that's tangible, something that can be distributed, something that can be monetized, all of a sudden, those sleeper cell bedwenches start jumping up trying to sabotage it. Because understand, on the plantation, there was a lot of mammies and bedwenches who had disagreements with massa. Want to get deep. There was a lot of women on these plantations. Some of them had sexual access to massa. They were the Shebas. They could sass massa a little bit because massa was pussy whooped. And some of these women knew that massa was a little pussy whooped. Now, they didn't go too far. The mammy bedwench didn't go too far because, massa would turn on her. But they could sass a little bit. They could protest about certain conditions. Massa, we ain't getting no good food out here, Massa. Because Massa knew you were safe. So you could talk a little slick to Massa. Massa, we gonna need to get some better butter biscuits out here, Massa. Or I's not gonna use my mouth like I'm used to using it on you, Massa. You would barter sexual shit. You dig what I'm saying? I's gonna use my teeth when I put my mouth on your man parts, Massa. So they would protest But they didn't really want to get off the plantation. They would protest for better conditions. They wanted Massa to give them better things. Look, I want y'all to really study Django, the Sheba character. Notice when Calvin Candy, that first scene with Calvin Candy, when they were in the black men in there fighting, Calvin Candy in there cheering the fighting on, you had Sheba, the bed wench, sitting back there dressed in nice clothes, drinking champagne. You understand? She's still a victim of white supremacy, but we're going to give you a couple of extra luxuries for playing ball. And in one scene, Calvin Candy said, everybody, y'all get up out of here. Sheba, don't you move. And Sheba said, I know you wasn't talking about me. You dig? I want y'all to peep that. Even though she was a slave and a victim of white supremacy, she was allowed to sass a little bit. Because she knew that she had sexual access to Massa. And she could do things sexually or withhold sexual little tricks. You dig? And a lot of times, Massa wanted to keep the bed wenches happy to a certain degree, so the bed wenches would do all the sexual stuff. Because even in the bedroom, you know, you don't want your bed wench upset. She won't do all the things you like with her mouth. What's wrong? What's wrong, Kizzy? You ain't throwing it back like you used to. Well, Massa, I was just thinking about how my grandma didn't get no butter biscuits or water. Oh, I'm gonna give your grandma butter biscuits or water. Just throw it back real hard for me like I like it. You understand, they had to barter sexual favors. So they did protest to a certain degree. I want y'all to understand this. This is not just hyperbole. There's a book called Winch. It's written as a fiction, but it was a lot of real shit in it based on real events. Up in Xenia, Ohio, there was a place where these white slave owners would take their bed wenches. There was a resort that they would go to from the south. They would take the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River was a highway at the time. Back in the 1800s, that was the highway. They take a ferry up there to Xenia, Ohio, and there was a resort where white slave owners could take their Negro bed wenches up there and kick it and kind of, it was like a vacation place because they couldn't do that down south around their other white peers and all that stuff. They couldn't do it down there. So they had to take them to the backs of, take them to another state, when Ohio was a free state at the time. So they had to, the Tawawa House. You know, KD knows, that my man KDC knows. That's exactly what it is. Shout out to KDC, the Tawawa House. That's the name of the place. It was a Tawawa House. That was the name of it. That was a resort for bed wenches. As a matter of fact, what was that university up there? There's a college up there, Xenia, Ohio. What's that college? W.E.B. Du Bois taught at that college. Ogleby, is it Ogle? What's that college up there? Wilberforce, that's where it is. Wilberforce. Wilberforce College was a college for bed wenches. Wilberforce was a college that was started by white slave owners who wanted to have their mulatto children go there to be taught. It was started by the children of slave owners and their bed wenches. Wilberforce. Not only that, Howard University too. Howard University too. A lot of folks don't talk about that. It was started for the children of bed wenches and slave owners. Wilberforce, yep. Some of y'all know what's up. Wilberforce, that's what they would do. They would take them bed wenches up there and cupcake with them and kick it and vacation with their bed wenches up there. So it was the original ICDC college. All right. But like I said, some of the mammies and bed wenches, they would protest a little bit. Master, you gonna have to give us some more cornbread now. Master, you's gonna have to give us more of the chitlins. Come on now, Massa. And they go out there to the plantation and tell everybody, Look, I told Massa, you're going to have to give us some more chitlins. I want some more chitlins, Massa. So you go in there and you're against Massa to a certain degree. You want Massa to do certain things. I want y'all to feel me. The mammies and the bedwenches, sometimes they would protest and get Massa to do certain things. Let me go real deep. With pimps, there's an old pimp's tale of the first pimping and hoeing situation that started on the plantation. There's an old story that a lot of old school pimps would talk about. The first pimp and hoe, as we now know it, was a slave and a bedwench. It was a slave and a bedwench, and whose bedwench who was up there having sex with Massa, and what the slave was doing, he told her, hey, every time you go up there, go get a pork chop sandwich out the house and bring it out here. So every time this woman would have sex with the Massa, she would bring pork chop sandwiches out to this particular slave. And a lot of people say that was the first modern pimp. You dig? That's an old story. If you talk to if you're a street dude and talk to like an old school player, they'll tell you that. That's an old story that has been around in those old pimp circles for a long time. But what they would do, again, they would barter sexual activity. You dig? But they didn't really want to get off the plantation. They just wanted to get certain goodies from Massa. They wanted to get certain goodies from Massa. So let's fast forward now. So you have a lot of these people out here protesting. We want justice. We want justice. Give us something. They want Massa, White Daddy, to give them something. But when we do something independent of White Daddy, notice we'll see the bedwenching come right on out. Whenever we do something and we didn't ask for permission, that's when you start seeing the bedwenches. All of a sudden, when it's time to get off the plantation, hey, wait a minute now. This is patriarchy. All of a sudden, you hear that stupid shit. Hey, what about black women now? All of a sudden, we start hearing all of this other shit when it's time to get off the plantation. It's one thing asking Massa to give you something, but when you say, hey, I don't want nothing from Massa, we just got it on our own. Wait a minute now. What about the gays? What about women, though? Then all of a sudden, all of these dumb fucking arguments pop up that don't have shit to do with nothing. And that's by design. Because when it comes to getting off the plantation, we see who are the riders and who the bedwenches are. And these bedwenches don't want to get off the damn plantation. Those brothers in Memphis, that was some free black man shit that they did. They went around the white supremacists asking them for permission, and they went and cut a deal on their own terms, and they didn't beg to get a statue removed. They got the land and got it removed themselves. And then we see the bedwenches coming up. Well, what about us? We're out here protesting. Now you see bedwench talk. Now you see the eyes bucking. You understand? You watch these people. They'll sit up talking about white supremacy this, white supremacy that. But when we start getting shit done, all of a sudden they start attacking black men. When we start getting some shit done without White Daddy, they immediately start undermining us. They start trying to sabotage us. They start throwing insults at us. You dig? They go, notice black folks like me and others who do things independent of White Daddy. We can go in and get things done without going to ask permission from a white boss. We can go and get things done without going to a white employer. And understand, we're still in a system of global white supremacy because, and understand that. I'm very aware that even if I get a license or whatever, my wife is going to the store. I do. You go by the truck.
Yeah.
All right. But I thought y'all didn't ban Black Butterfly. Is she still in here? But notice that whenever we start moving shit without white mommy and white daddy, whenever we say we ain't asking for permission for shit, we're going to go ahead and do this on our own. You dig? That's where the hate comes from when they see independently financed black men, especially black men. Especially black men. When you see a black man who's not bowing and scraping and getting stuff done, notice the vitriol coming from especially Shea Butter Twitter and The Root, those Shea Butter pockets, The Root, Ebony, Madame Noir, all those little bed wench plantations online. Those are the main ones. Those are the main ones. Notice how they always, the plantation bed wench mammies always got something slick to say about me. Because, see, I'm the only one, or one of the few, I won't say only ones because I'm not trying to dismiss anybody's work, but I'm one of the few who's out here who can get stuff done on a major level without being an ass-licking coon around white mommy, white daddy. You dig? And what happens is that a lot of these bedwenches and coons, especially these bedwenches who pretend to be pro-black, when they see a brother do it independent of white mommy, white daddy, they're like, okay, let me put that Negro in his place for you, white mommy, white daddy. Understand, the biggest threat to black men are white supremacist males, bedwench, Negro bedwenches, and the white supremacist female. The Negro bedwenches are more dangerous than the white supremacist female. And the Negro bedwenches don't represent black women as a whole at all. Let's be very clear. The Negro bedwenches do not represent black women as a whole. But understand, the Negro bedwench is more dangerous than the white supremacist female. Because the thing is, the Negro bedwench has more close proximity to the black man. See, you let your guards down and you don't know who's a damn sleeper agent or not. That's the problem. Like when the white supremacist female come around, we can kind of sense it if you're not a butter biscuit eating coon with your damn dick out. But we kind of know, we can kind of sense when the white supremacist female comes around. But you know, a lot of brothers don't know and a lot of sisters don't know when we have a shea butter bedwench in our mix. Understand, like I said, the Negro bedwench female and the white supremacist male are extremely dangerous to black men. Understand, Dr. Martin Luther King was assaulted twice. Well, now, he was assaulted like in the civil rights movement when he was getting beat up with rocks by white supremacist males. But understand, Dr. Martin Luther King was assaulted by white supremacist men and a crazy fucking Negro bedwench. Do you know, we know that James Earl Ray, whoever, a white supremacist, shot Dr. King. We know that. We know that white supremacist males beat him up, marching in in Chicago and all these other places. Do you know a crazy Negro mammy stabbed Dr. Martin Luther King? Dr. Martin Luther King was stabbed by a Negro mammy. It was a Negro mammy who stabbed and almost killed Dr. King. Stabbed him in the chest. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. A lot of folks, we don't talk about that. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We got to talk about this fucking Negro bedwench mammy problem we got. They're dangerous, dude. Yeah, Dr. King was stabbed by a mammy. Yeah, was it in his heart? I heard it was near his heart. Now I heard that when he was in the hospital, if he had sneezed, he would have died. Google that. Google that. I think wasn't she stabbed him with a file, a nail file or some shit? Some kind of file she stabbed him with. A letter opener, that's what it was. Yeah, I knew it was some kind of strange object. Yes, she stabbed him with a letter opener. This crazy fucking mammy. See, that's the thing, man. We got these hateful ass mammies around us. You dig? We're gonna have to address that shit. Nigga said Oprah stabbed Dr. King. Stop it. Man. What's her name? Isola Curry? Was that her name? Hold on. Look up Isola Curry. Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know that. See, that's why I do history films. I'm a historian. A lot of shit that we don't know. A lot of stuff they keep hidden. There's a lot of shit that's hidden. You dig? But that sound like she was some kind of trying to get her to do it. Sound like white mommy, white daddy sent her in. She was some type of operative. They sent the mammy in to kill Dr. King. It didn't work, so they're like, "Fuck it, we need our own people. If we want to do it, let's do it ourselves." So they were gonna try to get her to do it, just like they got them coons to do Malcolm X. And understand, coons are a problem too. I'm not dismissing coons. Trust me. I'm not dismissing coons, because coons killed Malcolm X. And I think Isola Curry died. When did her ignorant ass die? Her ass recently died. In 2015. Yeah, she died at 98. She lived to be 98 years old. Yeah, she stabbed him with a letter opener in Harlem, 1958, at a book signing. Wait. No. What is it? No. What year was this? Wait, she stabbed King. Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to see who put her up to that. I wish Dick Gregory was still around, because he would know. Dick Gregory knows all that shit from back then. Yeah, but Dr. King, he was promoting a book. And he was at a book signing. And she walked up to him and said, "Hey, are you Dr. Martin Luther King?" And stabbed him in the chest. Man. Yeah, that was horrible. But yes, somebody said she had mental issues, whatever, but bullshit. And did she go to jail? They said, okay, they said 2 psychiatrists said that she had a low intelligence and she had a severe state of insanity. And they put her in a crazy house for like 14 years. Okay. So that was that MK Ultra shit. And that wasn't no coincidence. Yeah, that was that MK Ultra. You dig? And understand, I ain't dismissing coons. You had some coon ass niggas out here setting brothers up too. Let's be clear. Yeah, let's be clear. But boy, these bedwenches are dangerous. And again, like I said, whenever we start getting some stuff done, all of a sudden they start trying to sabotage. Whenever we start getting things done independently, these bedwenches are the main ones, and the moist fucking niggas with them too. Bedwenches and moist niggas. Say bedwenches live a long time, I know. I know bedwenches be living forever. That's the thing. It's always the fly motherfuckers who die. Who die young. You dig? But yeah, that was some MK Ultra shit. They had the bed winch mammy. Somebody promised her some butter biscuits or whatever, and she didn't do the hit right. She didn't do it right. But notice when these people are always trying to deflect into some other shit. Just like that old cornball ass Amanda Seales. She put up a post where she was talking about homophobia in the black community, black men and homophobia, because Issa Rae, who's from the show Insecure, and Amanda Seales is on the show, they've given Issa Rae the green light to put together some kind of show about a bisexual black man, and a lot of people feel a certain way about it, as they should, because it's definitely an agenda. Amanda Seales was talking about, yeah, we can't talk about racism and try to exclude black gay people, and she's one of them types. She's one of them. Very corny. Some people say Amanda Seales is a lesbian. I don't know. I ain't never seen her with a dude, and she gives that kind of vibe. She might be. It sounds like she is. And many of those black lesbians are vitriolic towards black men. They cannot stand black men. They hate black men with a passion. They love white mommy and white daddy. And with her, I can see that because her comedy is mad fucking corny, and white mommy and white daddy loves that corny shit. And when she gets up there talking all that, black men are homophobic, those are dog whistles to white mommy and white daddy. She understands that white mommy, white daddy, they like to create a narrative that black men are just as bigoted as everybody else, so they can, whenever we talk about racism and bigotry, we can include black men in that too. So those are those little dog whistle talking points. And she knows what she's doing. I'm telling you, that Amanda Seales is very dangerous. She hangs around the fraudinistas and the Jamila Lemieux and that whole anti-black male, white mommy, white daddy ass-kissing crowd. Again, you'll see Jamila Lemieux and that whole fraudinista. They'll say something about racial injustice, but let white mommy and white daddy come in the room because they depend on white mommy and white daddy for jobs. Understand that. They could... who else is going to support Amanda fucking Seales in her corny-ass comedy? You dig? These people understand that black people in power positions ain't really fucking with them like that. They don't like strong black men or independent black men. They always got something slick to say. That little Amanda Seales, she's always saying some slick shit to and about me. She's jumped on my timeline with a whole bunch of fuckery. You dig? That whole crowd, they don't like to see black folks who are influencing other black folks, especially black men who are influencing other black people on how to get off the plantation and not depend on white mommy and white daddy. When we talk like that, that's danger talk to them. And they use that as an opportunity to get them some extra butter biscuits. Hey, look, white mommy, white daddy, I'm about to talk bad about Tariq and them. And that's why they throw shade at Umar. It ain't about he ain't doing the school or whatever. They're just using that as a proxy because they just want to throw shade on him anyway because they know that white mommy and white daddy likes to see that. Oh yeah, that whole, remember, it was that whole shea butter crowd that was helping the white supremacists against Nate Parker. Understand. Oh, Erica Garner had a heart attack? Oh, damn. Okay, let me check into that because Erica Garner, she followed her. I'm going to look into that. Natural Charm, thanks for the information. Thank you for the information. I'm going to look into that. But yeah, understand that. Goofy ass, black man hating, white ass lickers, they were the ones assisting white mommy and daddy in throwing Nate Parker under the damn bus. They were the main ones. Damn, I gotta look into that. I gotta see how Erica Garner is doing. I gotta check on our sister Erica Garner. Man. But you know, we gotta understand the coons and the bedwenches in our mix, man. We gotta understand these people who are around us for the sole purpose of sabotaging us. We gotta keep our eyes and ears open and understand. And understand, they'll start coming out whenever we start abundantly of the white supremacists. When we start getting stuff done on our own, then you'll see people's true colors. What's wrong with my computer? My shit is running slow. Hold on, I can't see nothing in the chat room. Hold on, family. Y'all bear with me 1 second. See nothing in the chat room. Okay, I can't see nothing. Hold on 1 second. I can't see nothing. I gotta reload my page. Having a little difficulty here. Come on, goddamn it. They don't have any. Y'all bear with me. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but it's running hella slow. I might have a bunch of shit on my computer I need to get off. Okay. I cannot see the chat room. Let me try this. Y'all bear with me for a minute. I can't see nothing. Okay, let's try this. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, even those. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You see my page skipping. Okay. They turn off them porn sites. Shit, I don't know what it is. Video skipping badly. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, I see what it's doing. Okay. Okay, I don't know. It's acting up. I don't know why. All right. All right. So loads the show out because the thing is acting funny. And I don't know why. All right, but anyway, go to 1804movie.com. Get the movie 1804. Go to Hidden Color 1804movie.com.